cell organelle election. Today we're here to tell you why to vote for the cell membrane because it's the most important. The cell membrane is a phospholipid bilayer made of a hydrophilic head and a hydrophobic tail.
Compartmentalization improves efficiency. Cells also need organization to improve efficiency. The compartmentalization of cells is achieved by separating different parts of the cells with membranes.
This is what the cell membrane looks like. The mitochondria is responsible for cellular respiration.
Like the mitochondria that wouldn't be able to function without its inner and outer membrane, the mitochondria also has to oxidize glucose, and glucose cannot get into the cell without the cell membrane. The failure of mitochondria to perform their function is called mitochondrial disease. The function of chloroplasts in plant cells is to perform photosynthesis.
Chloroplasts are also composed of inner and outer membranes. After photosynthesis, the products, sugar and oxygen, could not diffuse out of the cell if there was no cell membrane. The cell wall is also useless without the cell membrane because it wouldn't have anything to protect and structure. The Golgi bodies and endoplasmic reticulum assist in protein synthesis.
The Golgi-bodied endoplasmic reticulum would also be useless without the cell membrane because the tagged and synthesized protein wouldn't be able to leave the cell if it can't diffuse through the cell membrane.
Achondrogenesis is a disease where the Golgi body malfunctions. The lysosomes digest worn-out organelles, food particles, and engulf bacteria and viruses.
Without the cell membrane, the lysosomes can't do its job of digesting food because food would have no way of diffusing into the cell without the cell membrane.
The malfunction of lysosomes leads to a disease called Tay-Sachs.
In the cell, vacuoles are filled with inorganic and organic molecules and water.
The vacuole would also be useless without the cell membrane because water couldn't fill the vacuole if it can't diffuse through the channel proteins in the cell membrane.
The job of ribosomes in the cell is to make proteins. Ribosomes are also ineffective without the cell membrane because after they've made protein, the protein would not be able to leave the cell and perform its function. The dysfunction of ribosomes can lead to genetic abnormalities. Without the cell membrane, the cytoskeleton is ineffective because it supports cell shape, and without the cell membrane, the cell would not have shape.
The cell membrane protects the cell from pathogens. If there was no cell membrane, then the pathogens would get into the organelles inside the cell and infect them.
The cell membrane is one of the most vital parts of the cell.
The cell membrane encloses the interior organelles and separates it from the outside environment. So, imagine a life without cell membranes. Your life expectancy wouldn't be that long because viruses could easily attack your body and kill you.
Vote for the cell membrane because everyone has cell membranes, even puppies.